Okay, this video in particular is about the student cash advance that is currently available. So to find this form, I'm going to navigate to the student involvement website. Specifically, I'm going to go to xavier.edu/clubs. And from this page, I'm going to scroll down and click policies, forms, and reservations. And I then will see all the different forms connected to student organizations. So you can see here, student organization, student cash advance form. For those of you who were an officer previously or an advisor that's worked with a group for multiple years, these forms previously were paper forms that you would download and then pass from person to person with signatures. No longer. We are now using EngageXU to do forms for the 21st century. So when I click on Student Organization, Student Cash Advance, it's going to open up a form under EngageXU. And so first, I would just remind you of a few things. This isn't totally reading to you, but just so you're aware, you can get a cash advance, meaning that someone can give you cash to spend up to $300 per club at a time. So the way that this works is that you as an organization with an approved event that you're going to host, you need to get access to some cash to go make some purchases. You would fill out this form and then your advisor would be notified and they would be asked to approve the form digitally via email through EngageXU. Then the form comes to student involvement or rec sports, depending on whether or not you're a club sport, for that final approval piece. Once it's approved, it then goes to the Bursar's office, and you would be notified by sort of automatic response from the system to say, hey, your form's been approved by student involvement or your form's been approved by rec sports. Please go to the Bursar's office and you can pick up your cash advance. Once you arrive, just a reminder, you'll need to take your all card, and the person that is the requester on the cash advance needs to be the person that's picking up the money. The Bursar's office is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5. They then will advance you the funds, and you're expected to return with either receipts that total the amount that they gave you, or a combination of unspent cash and receipts to then put back in against your fund. So those have to go back to the Bursar's office. Cash advances can be used to purchase goods, so like shopping at Kroger, Target, Whole Foods, Meijer, etc. They can't be used to pay individuals. So like if you, for example, are going to pay like a DJ and they're like, oh, give me cash, like we can't do that. That's not how cash can be used. They can't be used to pay like a professional for a service, like a photographer. You can't use it to pay other students or graphic designers, any kind of professional or contractual service. Cash also can't be used as a deposit toward some kind of a rental or something that would ultimately be a contractual service. So when you're filling out the form, you would just simply go through and populate your information. I'm not a student, but I'm going to use it anyway. So I then would put my banner ID, which is the 9 digits on your all card that starts with 000. What is your student address? What is your student address? Your student email address? You would then put your cell phone number, and you then would select which organization that you're a part of. So I can scroll down through the full list here. And then, is this a club sport? Yes or no? What's the purpose for the cash advance? So you want to be detailed and give specifics, because really this is where you're getting permission in order to have cash. And then you want to put your 6-digit fund number, which again starts with an 81 for all of our student organizations. And then finally, what's the requested amount that you're asking for? And that amount can be anything up to $300. So once you hit submit, this form then is sent to your advisor for approval. And then you'll be notified that the approval has been given from either rec sports or student involvement. And you can then go to the Bursar's office to claim your cash advance. Once you're finished with using that advance, you then in the Bursar's office will complete a student cash return, which looks like this. It's a paper form that'll be in their office. And basically this is just your way of returning that unspent money or those receipts that verify where the money came from and how much you spent. It's putting the money back in against your fund and closing out the cash advance. These will be printed and they will be available for you to access at the Bursar's office. There also will be a PDF version available on the student involvement website under that forms section we started at. But you don't have to print your own in advance. You can get one from the Bursar's office. And that is once you're finished, you should do this within 7 days of taking the cash advance. Any questions, just let us know, xuinvolvement@xavier.edu.